Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Hello everybody, welcome to what we call Dungeons & Dragons 5e with me friends. Life's Trials is what we're calling this. Apologies for the 30-minute delay. Lots of problems. We had some audio problems, we had some game catcher problems, and before I keep talking like an idiot, I'm gonna refer to my friends. Is it working?
It's not up for me.
Neither for me.
The next video is last week's stream.
Okay. Well, hopefully this is a recording. If so, my apologies, everybody. Give me momentarily. Go channel. It says it's live on mine.
Well then, fair enough. But it
check.
is not on here.
Shoot. There goes my headphones. It says it's live on mine. And you can hear me now. My headphones go everywhere. This is what you call professional.
Are you streaming it to YouTube?
Yes, I am.
It is not here.
Why is it? Okay. I love it. Hey everybody, welcome to the real life of what streaming is actually like.
Hold on, I'm on YouTube and I'm refreshing.
If you go to home
it's live now.
Thank you.
I can see it's live now.
Okay, so it's working. Hey!
I don't, but I'll go home and then back into the thing.
Yeah, you lie to me.
Okay, it's working now.
Cool.
I don't see where it is, but
Yep.
It doesn't matter. You're in the game. You've been here. You've lived it.
I want to chat with people.
Well, when you find it, you get to find it. If somebody has a link to it, go ahead and send a link, as one has just done. That's not a link. That's a screenshot, but that still works. But yeah. How's everybody doing?
Doing fabulously. I got me some apple pastry.
Nice. Hold on a second. My apologies. I forgot my.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I'm doing pretty good, considering I just got dinner, and I'm so excited to eat, finally.
Good. I need to do. Hold on a second. I forgot. This is how I'm doing intros now.
Cracking a beer. Cracking a cold one.
It's actually a bubbly.
Oh, fair.
A fancy cool one.
I did that for one of the gaming things I haven't uploaded yet. I'm like, that's the way I'm gonna freaking do it. Autumn, stop trying to get into my closet. Alrighty, everybody.
Well, then.
Welcome to the banter of what we have no idea what we're doing. And don't you dare scratch up that massage table woman. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Solid. I know I asked this already. But
Currently dumping down on some cookie dough, so very good.
oh my gosh. Eat healthy, everybody. We cannot condone cookie dough, and yet totally am down with it.
Yum.
You forget that it's like midnight here. We're allowed cookie dough.
It's mint. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. You're 5. So, anybody need a refresher?
I think our viewers should, for those who haven't joined yet but are new joining now.
How dare you speak for the listener?
I
But
will stop.
no, that's good. Yeah, I can do it quick. Read for everybody. But before I do that, I want to ask my friends again: is the audio playing this time, or am I good?
I believe you're good.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
Apologies, everybody. Audio is not playing right now. I will say that if you want to listen to it, I'm using a lot of stuff by Kevin I can't pronounce his name. Kevin MacLeod. I'm going to say Leod. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod. Tabletop audio, everybody. Great guy, great music. But for those who are not here, hi, babe. Sorry, my cat's here, everybody. For those who were not here last week, 2 weeks ago, my apologies, it wasn't last week. Busy life. Our great group of travelers fell down a very, very, very deep hole, chasing after Miss Hart, who they made a contract with to escort her towards Shademount Cathedral Empire, the southern empire of this continent. While doing so, they fell through the hole, falling into what appears to be closer to the Earth's core, if you will, where there appears to be a Jurassic New World. Upon going there, they ran into a few prehistoric animals, just because everybody knows what they are in real life. Some T-Rexes that really effed them up, because when you stand out in the open and try to talk to one, it doesn't really work. But,
Wait, is this a PG stream?
I mean, I try, but like it doesn't have to be. I'll say disclaimer now, everybody. This is won't like I can't control other people, so.
Can I say whatever I want then?
In this circumstance, no, because I know what you're gonna say. But later,
That's
yes. But to finish the review, you guys went around looking around. You ran into a crutchy old folk. Which does anybody remember his name? As I pull up my notes because I didn't do it earlier.
His name is
It was something along the lines of Conrad.
Conroy.
Conrad! There you go, buddy.
Comrade.
No, it's Comrade. He ain't the Russian, thank you. That was a bad try to... Anywho. Where is it? There it is. You met up with him. Really didn't do much. You guys have talked here and there. He kind of helped you find a safe place to stay while you caught some fish. You knew there were some lizard folk around. You didn't realize they were actual, like, humanoid lizards. But those who stayed in the hut, which I believe was Cinder, Cinder, Aspen, and Miss Hart, kind of got captured. Cinder did a fantastic job trying to talk them down. To each their own. Upon doing so, the other three of the group, Aramid, Maxwell, and Chlorophyll, came back and decided to talk to them, and when doing so, got essentially arrested, but more of just tied up and being taken back to the camp itself. So, that's where we left off, everybody. Before I do that, disclaimer, this will not be my normal PG kind of stuff, so there will be language, there will be things said, so I'll say this is not suitable for young children, and that is my disclaimer, everybody. But with that...
Fuck yeah!
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh, I hate all of you. But with that, let's start around the table again, like kind of introduce yourself, who you're playing, what their class is, and what race they are. If you do not wish to disclose one or the other, that's completely up to you, but let's go through the Roll20 lineup, starting with You Will Never Know.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Ellie, and I will be playing Corfel Bessafel, the Eldarin Ranger, Eldarin basically meaning fancy elf.
Cool, and I may be the next in name, but I ain't gonna go next. So, Cinder, you're up.
Hi guys. My name is Allie, and I play Cinder Avalon. My character is a sorcerer, which I believe I did not say last time. She's a sorcerer. She's a noble. She is young in age, but she will come of age when I decide when to do that. She's 99 years old, and she's also a royal princess. Here we go.
Just like an elf. Intermid.
I think you skipped someone.
Nope. On my screen, this is the way it's lined up. So, oh, hey, Aspen. No, it's not. It didn't move it around. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, hi.
What's up, buddy? I love you.
I have your back.
I love you
I have
too,
your
Ash.
back.
Thank you for that. Hello, everyone. My name is Ness. I play Aspen Lacuna, who is a 13-year-old selectively mute tiefling. Very animalistic in a sense of constantly being cat-like and growling at everybody, because why not?
And now, Aramid.
Hi, I'm Ray, and I'm playing the 15-year-old human cleric named Aramed Sorona. Asher can't pronounce it right, so he said
Yep,
Aramed.
somebody has to be fancy.
It's really not that fancy.
Insult me more, why don't you? Maxwell, take it away.
I'm Dusky. I'm playing Maxwell Belmont. He is a warlock, age 25.
And then there's you, the audience. Yay!
What are you playing?
They are playing them. They
Right.
get to judge
I was
the
gonna
crap
say
out of
right in the comments below. The NPCs.
you.
There we go.
I mean, feel free to actually comment. I have a few people looking at the chat to say anything that wants to come up. I'm telling you the guys right now, but yeah. But if you guys want to comment below, I'll have people checking out that comments because it's a lot to run. But hello, everybody. My name is Asher Yutz. I am your dungeon master for this game of Life's Trial. Pay no attention to the name. I'm subject to change. It's what I came up with last minute whenever we started to play this new campaign. But yeah, I'm your dungeon master, and with that, let's get into it.
Graphics and dungeons.
My apologies. That was not my intention. Okay, so where we left off is you guys were being marched away. As you guys are tied, bound, your equipment taken from you, everything but your bare bones of clothing. Your armor has been stripped, your weapons have been stripped, your jewelry has been stripped. So unless anybody's got something hidden up their butt, you don't have it.
Well,
Well, I have a great sword.
No.
That's what you call magic.
You know how in every circus there's that one sword swallower? Well, I do that too, but the
Here comes the sword!
That's terrible. We just finished Book of Circus of Black Butler too.
Oh!
So you guys are
No
being
spoilers.
marched. You are not gagged, so those who do not need materials for cantrips, you are able to do it if you use pure verbal commands. Is there anything you guys wish to do, say, or talk while you guys are being marched off?
I believe I had stuff stuffed into my mouth last
Yes,
time.
you did,
so-
because you
As
could
do
yell.
I.
Same with Cinder, yes.
Maxwell's just nodding with pride.
With pride, okay.
I'm just glowering at every single that comes near me.
yeah.
Just slight glare, like don't fucking touch me. But you know, that's inevitable.
DM, I know you said that like everything was taken off us, but how much do you mean like everything?
Meaning, whatever your underclothes were the only thing left on you.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah.
You
I'm-
have to,
That's why I had my mouth stuffed, because they took away my my holy symbol.
that as well.
Yeah, whoever's
Yeah.
behind me, they would see a lot of old wounds all over my back. Just
I'm so glad you finished that sentence because it paused. You see a lot.
Yeah.
Pause. Okay, okay, continue the thought. Thank you.
because I was just trying to figure out how to word it correctly.
For sure. The lineup order right now would be Corfel, Maxwell, Aramid, Cinder, Aspen, Miss Hart.
Okay, then just Miss
Okay.
Hart see that.
Yes.
Sorry, Miss Hart, you can see all the gory details.
Which she's not put up much of a fight as she's kind of scared. But as you guys are a little bit actually like right up next to these lizard folk, you can tell they're very basic. From their armor to their weapons, they're wearing various scraps of hide that have been like kind of very roughly sewn together. You see there are quite a bit of holes that are easy targets and hits. You do see a few of them have actually like teeth mark holes that have been you assumed have been attacked. Their weapons are made of like rock axes, wooden spears, very meager blades that have been made of from like bone and whatnot. Autumn, so help me if you try to bite me. Some of them aren't even wearing armor. Some of them are just wearing straight loincloths. You can just see they have a very strong hide of green skin. The leather kind of red mohawk that goes from the top of their head down to their back. Cinder, you understand some of the stuff they're saying, but since you can't talk or relay any of it, I'm not going to say it. This is just idle chatter of what they're speaking.
Yeah.
You guys are walking for a good 20 minutes, walking down steep hills. It's hard to kind of keep your balance, especially with your hands tied behind your back.
Quick question: are they escorting us, like holding on to us, or are they just kind of like shepherding us?
Essentially what they're doing right now is you're being shepherded, but your arms are tied behind your back, and you have a piece of wood up under between your body and your arms, so it's like holding up higher to put tension.
Okay.
You can see that they are constantly looking at each of you like they've never seen your kind before. That
Just gonna keep a smile on my face.
and once in a while you see them kind of like licking their own teeth because they're very jagged and lizard-like, to where yours are human-like. I don't know how else to describe human teeth. And you can see they're just kind of looking at all of you, and Corfel, you see them looking at you with the different type of ears, same with Cinder, and the types of skin. Aspen being a tiefling, you are looked at, and you're being a little bit more heavily guarded for the pure fact of wounds, and you look like a demon.
Well, yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Plus, I would be probably brandishing my teeth at them. Because I do have, like, sharper canine teeth as well.
Yes. So, you're being shepherded, but you are being closely watched, because you are, like, pretty much an alien to them, as you can be able to tell of them. Once in a while, you do hear the distant stomps of what the big, large T-Rexes that you have run across earlier. Which knows that when those times come, you kind of are forced against like a large tree and sat down to wait till the footsteps actually pass by. You continue walking for another 45 minutes, so it's been a total of an hour, only stopping to hide from creatures that appear to be lurking in the distance. Once in a while, you do hear... Actually, everybody make a perception check.
Oh, damn.
Even though some of us have a high
Yes,
passive?
it's not passive. Believe me, I know what your passive is. So, and why are you rolling with disadvantage there, Ray?
I have no idea.
You're alright, we'll take the 23. Also, for those who, Ray, if you don't mind switching it to your character so when people know who rolled.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, well, Haramid, or Aramid, we're just gonna call you Harold.
Beautiful.
Hey, you make fun of me,
You call
I
it by
can
your
send it
surname.
right back at you.
Your name is
Your name
Harold now.
was-
Harold, I like it.
I don't.
Maxwell, Aspen, and Corfel, you really don't see anything. You're kind of just losing your breath a little bit from the obnoxious heat and humidity in this area. Cinder and Ray. Cinder, you look around and you're getting a bit more of a general idea of this is a completely hostile environment. There doesn't appear to be like any type of cities or large encampments. You guys are food. Is essentially what you guys are kind of getting at when you see how they're walking. They aren't walking with extreme pride. It's more of what's going to be hunting us, might be around the next corner. Ermid, you with your 23 bullshit.
Yeah.
You begin to hear some wrestling in the bushes about 30 feet off to your left.
Ooh! Ooh! Like, kind of tilting my head and, like, towards the direction, like, woo! Woo!
We can't understand you with your mouth full.
She just glares.
As you kind of get making noise, the one kind of comes over to you and like pushes their spear against the back of you, and like forces you forward, trying to get you to shut up. Yes, door. Which, so we know, get moving, shut up.
Yeah, but I can't understand the language, so I'm literally just gonna make the noise again and point.
How are you pointing?
Like, with my head, I'm like, being very specific, like, look that way! Kind of with my head. It's a very kind of like a jerky head movement towards that point.
Understood. They ignore you and just keep pushing you forward. And after a few moments of you doing this, the wrestling kind of seems to like wander off, but then appear on the other side of you 30 feet away.
And I'll just repeat the process again, but point to that side.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh Poor Ahmed.
Oh, jeez.
You got this.
I really haven't.
Doing so, you're basically two of the lizards kind of come over next to you, lift up that rod in between your arms, and now are holding you in the air and just are forcing you to walk now.
Hmm. No, see, can't use that spell 'cause it's purple. Well, I'm just gonna have to go with it, but I will keep making noise and kind of pointing, like, with my head in that direction.
Easy enough, and after a few moments, it dies away. You guys walk for another 45 minutes, taking minor rests here and there. You can see that they're built for this. The heat and the humidity aren't really bothering them, which it's nice you're not actually wearing your armor or your equipment. It makes it much nicer, but the sweat is streaking down your brow, seeping through your cotton clothing. It's not pleasant here at all. About, say, another 30 minutes or so. Does anybody wish to do anything during this travels?
You said that Maxwell was behind me?
Yes.
Okay, so Maxwell, as we were walking, you would have seen me, like, almost crab walking, like, keeping my front away from whoever was jabbing with a spear. And then if the person on the other side tried to jab, like, I'd very quickly turn around. And as we are walking, while Ahmed is, like, distracting with her head bobbing, I just look back at you and very quickly just go, "You're the father," and then turn around and don't say anything else.
This sucks.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
You are the father?
Oh,
You are the father.
that is fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This sucks.
and you do see, like, because obviously I've turned back round to then carry on the shirt. You do see a shoulder shake of, like, a chuckle.
Can I try and get some of these leaves out of my mouth? Or just, like, kind of, like, trying to push them out?
Same.
Sure, roll a
I don't
tongue
want to be
check.
gagged anymore.
Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a... Go ahead and make a straight... make a con check.
Con?
Normal or with disadvantage?
I gotta say go ahead and do normal, I'll be nice. So 12 and 22, yeah, you both are able to get most of the leaves and dirt out of your mouth, though you still have a dirt taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I do,
That's all you hear. Yeah.
as soon as I, as soon
Sounds
as
like Bambi with like the butterfly on his tongue going. Bleh.
You will not
Yeah.
get this out, Ray.
no, I won't. I really won't.
Speak, Ray, speak.
Try again.
As soon as all, like, most of the leaves are out, she just kind of shouts, "We're being followed! There's something in the bushes!"
The lizards kind of look to themselves, shrug their shoulders, and continue walking.
Right? Aspen kind of huffs, as in, like, "I heard you." Like, acknowledgement, I guess, would be the right word. And I would like to look around and see if I can see whatever's following us.
Go ahead and make a
I would
perception
also
check.
like to do that.
Sure, feel free.
Why am I rolling such shit today?
I want to look too.
Sorry.
For those who all enter the look, go ahead and roll another
I
perception.
mean, yeah, sure, why not?
We
Not that I'll find anything. Oh, look, trees, grass, dirt.
That's not any better.
I mean, I got a 17.
Beautiful nature.
That may be our saving grace.
Yes.
Will we turn?
Let's see. Alrighty. Better. Okay, Aspen. So, it's not that you're rolling. It's not like you're rolling. So as you kind of begin to look around, Sorry, I'm trying to formulate the words in my mouth. As you look around, you're getting distracted by images in your head.
Oh.
You're trying to focus into your surroundings and to look out for whatever Aramid has said that was out there. But instead, the images of your past comrades start entering your mind, and you remember the night when things had a problem.
Why do you make me so sad?
Who's making that noise with that microphone?
It's Aspen.
Okay, it's Aspen. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Sorry, I'm
You're
moving.
good. No, you're good. The images of your friend laying in bed, your friend, the other one standing next to him, the times that you shared, you begin to kind of miss them a bit more. The absence of being around them for so much, and now the absence of their charisma and their voices and just their being. It's kind of hitting you now because it's been action after action after action, and now you're alone. And usually they were the ones to help you out of a bind. So it's not that you really can't look around, it's just you're having a hard time concentrating and accepting this new way of life.
You make me very, very sad.
Cinder, you looking around, you're just getting frustrated because you can't see anything. Your normal way of getting help hasn't been working as well. You're getting frustrated with yourself, you're getting frustrated with the things around you, you're not sure exactly why things aren't working, and with the frustration, you're also not really able to focus in on what's actually your surroundings and what you're doing. Why did Aspen roll twice? That's fine.
I made a mistake.
It's alright. I was just double checking I didn't miss something that they were doing. Ermid, you looking around, you don't hear the sounds anymore, and it's nice to actually get the dirt out of your mouth. You're still cleaning your teeth to get the rocks that are kind of stuck in between it, same with the plains of grass. Corfel, looking around, you look in the trees above you, these great large, like 30 by 30 feet trees that extend hundreds of feet high. The smaller trees around, the berries, the multicolored bushes, it's very new. You've never seen an area like this. The closest thing would be to be something like your hometown in a way. Like your home, not the home that you made.
Yeah.
Looking around, you don't really seem to hear anything other than like a faint cooing sound, if you will, of what... trying to describe it. The best way I can describe it... No, I don't want to use that word. It's like a high pitch. It's like a high pitched squeal, but with a low pitch echo. And it comes out high and then kind of goes into a lower, almost like a crow in a way.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Bird!
Is there anything else anybody wishes? Anybody wishes to do?
Can I, with that bird call, I don't know, I guess maybe nature survival, like try and figure out how far away the bird is?
Go ahead and make a nature check. I will say you've never heard this creature in your lifetime.
True, but it's more a sense of like using my ear.
Yeah.
How far away is this?
That is pretty fun. I was just making you give me more information was all.
18.
What was that, Maxwell?
Ear vision.
Yeah.
Ear vision.
18. It doesn't appear to be close, but it does appear to be coming from behind you.
It's more in the sense of like a bird wouldn't be here if a T-Rex was here, so we're a little bit safe there.
Just a little
I will
bit.
say with an 18, you also hear an answer coming from your left flank.
Okay.
So somebody's making secret calls. Like bird calls.
Someone's making signals. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm gonna keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
Because yeah, they probably only speak Draconic, but I don't want to take that risk.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys continue walking for about another 30 minutes. So about 2.5 hours from where you once were. You have been traveling.
That's
Can I keep making perception checks?
Did you want to keep looking out?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make one more for the remainder of the journey. 23. You also hear these kind of crowing noise of like high pitch that you can. It's almost so high pitched that it's even harder to hear.
Ooh. Oh, that would hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, it's one of those where, okay, I get it. Of high pitch that kind of echoes through, but then it goes. It's hard to describe. It goes far, echoes, and then dissipates almost immediately. But other than that, you hear about 2 or 3 of those, and then you come across this camp. You begin to hear the moving of water. I don't know if I actually have any water sounds, do I? I don't have any water sounds. But, nonetheless, you begin to hear the trickling of water coming from ahead. Hold up. There we go. There's some water. With the sound of people and whatnot. You begin to hear like what appears to be kind of a small. I can't have that type of music. They don't have that instrument there. Never mind. My apologies, everybody. But you begin into the trickling of water ahead of you. It appears to be a stream, or you're not exactly sure what it is. But as you kind of break along the trees, you see a very, very small village filled of just very small little, like, what's the word?
Huts.
Yeah, huts, thank you.
Bungalow?
Yeah, bungalow, huts, anything. You know what? Yes, I got enough, everybody, thank you. But you begin to see these small little huts. Only about 7 or 8 of them. Very small. With very meager, like, thatched roofs. 3 large trees surrounding it. And you can see this has actually been a very strategic place camp. That the backside is to a large river that's been flowing down from north to south. Ahead of you, you have a very large tree, and on either side, you have 2 medium-sized trees. So you're very boxed in for safety. You see many chopped wood, a small, like, little clay furnace fire kind of huts, and here you see many more different types of the lizard folk. You see they all look fairly the same, though you can distinguish kind of the females from the males just a little bit, as the females have a little bit more brighter color and a little bit more of a fluorescent green, if you will, with the yellow being a little bit brighter, with a red stripe going down. With here and there, you'll see hints of like a dark blue or maroon also into their mohawk in a way, and that you can kind of tell that's more distinguished of a female lizard folk, as they do not have the typical human anatomy, if you will. Here, once you get here, you are thrust to the center of the actual encampment. Here you can see it's been very polished away. The grass is no longer here. It's been patted down in dirt, mud, and clay to make more of a firm setting. Look around, you see people, or lizard folk, begin to speak and whisper to each other and looking at you and question your very existence there.
I question my existence today. Sorry.
You're all right. As you wait, you're all. If you guys are willing, you may resist if you will. You are pushed down to your knees. Does anybody resist?
Oh, me.
Okay,
Nope.
good.
No.
Are they?
Fucking
No.
touch me.
Are they physically touching us, or are they like jabbing us with the spears?
They're physically trying to force you down to your knees.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
I wouldn't.
Those
No.
who
For
resist,
now, I'll comply.
say yes. If not, don't say anything.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check, buddy.
Oh!
Yep.
Damn it.
The two of you try to resist with the full force of two lizard folk, and they are big. They're standing about six feet tall, 6'2", and they are scouts. They just force you down to your knees even harder, which kind of hurts your kneecaps as soon as you actually land.
Oh, fuck you, man.
As you wait there for a moment, out of the main tent from the center that appears to be a little bit larger and more filled with supplies, a very large, about 6'4" lizardfolk man comes out. You can see very large arms. You can see he holds a very large bone like femur as like a club around leans it on top of his shoulder as he kind of walks around. Very large green tail, large long fang teeth and claws. As he looks in front of all of you, he looks to one of the scouts around you and goes, Dafmuaki, which Cinder, I'm not going to be doing Draconic anymore, everybody, since Cinder can translate if she wishes. But Cinder, you understand is, what have you brought me? What are these things? And it answers back with, we found them in the forest, wandering about, hiding in one of our scouting locations, our hidden huts. And it kind of looks down, and it gets to kind of walk past all of you. And then when it hits you, Aspen, it doesn't kneel down, but like it kind of goes down, grabs you by your collar, and lifts you up with
I don't have a shirt on.
Oh, that's true. Ooh. Yeah. What's on top of your head?
My horns.
You were lifted up by your horn.
I am not happy.
It's
How
not exactly
close am I to Aspen?
You're 2 people down.
Okay. I can't do anything but
Yeah, I would be like flailing and kicking. No, total panic mode.
Go ahead.
Then all of a sudden,
Okay.
Cinder's just gonna scream out, "Please don't hurt him!" in
Okay.
Draconic.
Quickly, Aspen, go ahead and make a strength check.
Please don't hurt him.
Fuck you!
Go ahead. So your strength's +4. So as you hit him, you do hit him directly in the chest where there is no armor, and you kick him right there. You do feel the force hit him, and you do feel like you did some damage. But his body doesn't his body kind of moves and looks at you as he holds his horns up, holds you by the horn, and kind of looks to your side. This is not an excruciating pain. If anything, it's very uncomfortable as you feel like your skull being lifted from your actual neck and like spine itself. As you kind of lift it up.
That's why.
Yeah. He'll kind of put you back down, and as you speak up, Cinder kind of looks to you and he goes, "You speak our words."
I do. I'm having
Excuse me?
trouble
Those 2 people?
No, only one person. Sorry.
These twins.
It's one of her many faces.
You speak for these. You speak for these things.
Excuse me, sir. I am not.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir, you don't know what he says. You lead these people.
I do not lead them. They are comrades.
And then, Ali, I will say, if you wish to translate anything, you have to specify what you've actually translated. Otherwise, I'm assuming you're not.
Alright, Cinder's gonna look around and goes, They're a little bewildered that I can speak their language. They're wondering if... They asked if I'm leading you, and of course I said we're comrades. If you would like to say anything, I will translate for you.
Should we have a leader?
It might be.
All I can say to you, Cinder, is treat him as if he is royalty. Give him every respect. Do not antagonize him. They have everything of ours. We can't fight back.
Aspen huffs.
We don't have to if they don't understand us, but you do.
Cinder just nods and looks back and says, "We bring no harm. We ended up here by mistake. We did not know that the land we were on belonged to you."
What are you?
We are Actually, no. Cinder's gonna look over to Corafel. Help me out here, Corafel. He wants to know who we are. What should I say?
He
Did
wants
he
to
mean
know who we are?
who was in name, or who was in skill, or who as in species?
He just asked, who are we?
Tell him we're gods.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh, the mighty, powerful god. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, tell him what we can do. Like, I can heal. Corfel can hunt. Maxwell can entertain. You know, so entertainer, a healer, a hunter, do like that. So it's like useful to them.
Cinder nods and looks back. We are of a special people. This one entertains. This one heals. This one hunts. I perform magic. This one over here is cute. It's Desmond.
Is this one cute?
None of you heard that. That is so good. Which I will say, he's gonna just cock an eyebrow at that, like if he had an eyebrow. But like, you all see him. You see all of them like kind of look to each other, look at Aspen, look at each other, look at Aspen, like cute. Like,
Did you tell him we were gods?
No, I didn't say we were gods.
What are you? You do not look like us. You are not like them. And points to like the surroundings. What are you?
Colfa, how do you explain the surface world to them, even if they've never seen one?
Well, what did he say? What did he say exactly?
Who are you? We do not look like them. We do not look like the things that we have been seeing. And we are not like them either.
So he's actually asking for species. Be truthful. We are elf, human. There are other species other than lizard folk. Hello.
Good morning.
So Cinder goes, there are other species that are not of your kind, but I am an elf. We have another elf over here. We have a tiefling, a human. I don't remember what Maxwell is. That's not in character.
You can tell he's a dark-skinned human. Like he's tanned. We'll say he's heavily tanned human. From what you can tell from the outside.
Another human. We come from a world that seemingly does not exist down here, but I assure you, we came here by mistake, and we do not mean to harm you. We do not mean to trespass on your land. We are very sorry.
He walks over to Edmund in front of her and points. This heals.
To Aspen?
To
Airmid.
I mean not to Airmid. Yes, she
Cinder,
yes,
what is he doing? Cinder!
he's asking if you are a healer. Yes. She is what we call cleric.
I'm just gonna nod.
He heals. You will heal. Do you need some healing?
Prove. And he will grab Aspen, drag him next to Intermid, and in front of you, bring his club up, and you all see him getting ready to actually pull up.
No, don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic!
I'm gonna.
Which, don't forget, you are tied the same way, except for your legs. Just a heads up.
Cinder's just going. Don't panic! Don't panic! Listen,
I can't do anything without my holy symbol. They took that from me! I can't do anything!
You guys have... I'm giving you 10 seconds to react. What are you doing?
Cinder's gonna look at them.
Cinder,
I'm trying! Shut up!
Hold up. All right. Hold
Cinder-
up. We're gonna do it like this. Since everybody has their thing, Cinder, what are you doing?
Cinder was just trying to be like, don't panic. I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
Okay.
And then was
Okay.
yeah.
So your character has 3 seconds to react. What are you doing in those 3 seconds?
Cinder's gonna start being like, she cannot heal without her magic symbol that you took from her.
Okay.
If you give it back to her, she can heal.
Corfa, what are you doing?
Sit still.
Maxwell,
Holding an action.
what's the action? You have to specify.
Healing light.
Copy that.
Whenever Aspen gets hit by the club.
Okay. Airman.
freaking out because I don't think I can do anything without my holy symbol, right?
Aspen, you have to know your character.
I thought the holy symbol was the thing.
Holy
inside the
symbol
holy
takes
symbol,
place.
or the component pouch.
What the holy symbol does, it takes place of some of the components. So instead of needing components, you can just use your holy symbol. If it has a value, then you need to purchase the value of the component itself. Now, there are some cantrips that don't need a material, it only is somatic or vocal. If it's only vocal, you're able to cast it.
Okay, then. Yeah, no, I can just use cure wounds. That's alright then. I'll
Okay.
just hold for cure wounds so when they get.
That's only vocal?
It's somatic as well.
So you
Oh, I
can't,
have to.
you have to move, you can't do it then.
Healing word.
Okay, that's only vocal, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Aspen.
I'm gonna try to roll out of the way, like as he brings the club down.
Okay, that's gonna be
Just
difficult.
move out of
Make
the
a
way.
dex save with disadvantage, just because you have a rod in your back.
Oh boy, okay.
You got this.
That's a 7.
Okay, so you get stuck in the ground. As you all
Great.
speak, the arms goes up as you're about to swing down. Cinder, what you said is you need a holy symbol for the magic. Looks to you. What is magic?
Oh, God.
Cinder's just kind of thinking, if you untie, magic is,
If one can heal, heal with hands, yes. Heal this to prove. And he's going to slam it down into your ankle. Let's see if he hits.
on who? Me?
Aspen.
Onto Aspen.
Onto Aspen, okay.
What's your armor class there, Aspen?
Yeah.
You're not wearing
Oh,
clothes, so
yeah,
it's
that's right.
10 plus your dex.
Yeah. So what's your dex modifier? Aspen.
2?
Hello. Did we lose Aspen? We lost
No,
Aspen. What's your dex?
it's 2.
Okay, 12. Got it. So it definitely hits.
No, it's
It's what?
my armor class.
You don't have
And then
armor
the
on
modifier.
you.
Oh,
You're wearing,
So-
you're wearing armor, so it's
Not
10
so
plus
you're
your
not-
dex.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
dumb. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's alright, don't worry about it.
Gosh. I'm gonna fucking break my ankle.
That does 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
And I will say, Ermid, with your... Well, you're all watching. I won't say this. But as you see this bone swipe down, a purple glow kind of surrounds the tip of it. As it swings down, it almost enlarges itself and slams onto the ankle much larger than it once was. And when he lifts it up, it shrinks back to size.
That's magic.
I'm gonna be screaming my head off.
And looking at it, it does appear to be made from what it, like, chiseled away from a femur from, like, a T-Rex.
Aspen!
Yeah,
You hear it
I'm.
crack.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be.
I'm doing that.
What? Okay. So you speak. What do you say to heal? I make
Oh my god!
bards do it.
Oh my
so
god! Stop!
Okay.
Heal, ankle, don't
You
hurt, don't
heal
break.
7
Heal.
points, not 7, 10 points of healing. As you say it,
thanks.
this divine energy kind of comes with your voice and almost like a divine melody and wraps itself around your leg as it begins to heal Aspen. You feel the bones kind of like reconnect itself. As you see all the lizard folk kind of step back at this wonderment that you've just performed.
He has magic himself. That staff is magic.
He doesn't know that, though. I don't think they do.
I don't think they understand you either.
I'm just gonna be crying.
Walks the main chieftain walks over in front of Max, points. Entertain. Yes.
Maxwell, dance! He wants you to entertain!
I think that's what Maxwell sing, but
Sing, do something!
My hands are bound right now.
sing something.
I'm not a singer.
Cinder's gonna speak up and go, his hands are bound. He's not able to perform while tied. If you could just untie him for a minute or so and then retie him, he can be able to perform for you.
He looks at to you, Cinder, and swings his snout over to you, Maxwell, and gets directly in your face. And as he gets close, you see him kind of like lift his lips up to show his long fangs. You see like bits of still like meat and fang and like skin in his teeth. Make a perception check for me. Actually make an insight. Make an insight.
This is how I die.
Oh,
No.
This is how
Please
I die.
don't.
Yeah.
Please
you-
don't.
You can't notice anything. Okay. As all of a sudden one of the other lizard comes up behind you with a blade and cuts you free.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand up slowly.
As you
Do
stand
I
up, you're a very short man.
Do I see any poles nearby that I could use as basically a staff?
Towards the center of the encampment, you see quite a bit of like extra tools and whatnot, and like you do see some shafts getting ready to made into spears.
I'm gonna just motion towards it. Can I borrow a staff that I can light on fire?
Cinder.
The end.
Cinder's gonna be like, do you have a stick of some sort that you're not going to use so that he can use to perform with?
Cinder, I love the way you try to explain things.
This is really
the
hard.
will raise his hand up, and one of the lizard folk will go off to the side where you see a very large pile of just firewood. Brings two of them over and just chucks them at his feet.
Thank you.
They're about a foot, 2 feet long, splinters all over the place, just hacked into small pieces of firewood.
Prepare for splinters, Maxwell.
Yep, this is gonna hurt like hell. I'm gonna pick them up. Try to go light them on fire, just the one ends of them.
Okay, you go over to a small little cindering fire, and they do catch.
Then I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do a fire dance.
Okay, go ahead and make a performance check, sir.
Oh dear.
fire dance.
13. Okay. I'm gonna roll see if they're impressed, just because I don't know if they'll be impressed or not.
This is so
Hopefully,
hard
yes.
translating. Oh my god.
So how are you doing this dance? What type of dance are you doing?
You know the dance from Lilo and Stitch?
Yes.
The one that kind of like that, but instead of being able to have one solid stick, just two separate pieces.
Okay.
I was literally about to say, like, I imagine Hawaii.
Yeah.
as you see him do this dance, and Maxwell's a little uncomfortable doing it in your messy green clothes instead of your nice fancy other flowing ones that you're used to. Doing the dance, you do see many of the lizard folk being interested in it. In fact, some of them begin to kind of give you kind of like a beat. I think some are like slamming their spears into the ground, some are stomping, some are clapping, and you're actually getting a bit of a beat going.
Thank goodness. Keep a peace.
You do this. How long are you going to perform?
Only a minute.
About a minute. Okay. A minute passes. And the chieftain kind of walks over to you and stares. How tall are you? Like 5? Aren't you like 5'4"?
Sure.
I thought you said you were 6 foot.
You're
Yeah.
6 foot? I thought you were a lot shorter. My bad. So it doesn't look down to you exactly, but more like kind of just a few inches taller than you. And a very large, like, fanged teeth smile creeps around his face and goes, "Ah, grah!" Kind of slaps you across the back. And, which Cinder translates like, "Good, one with fire, yes!"
He's impressed with you. He said, "Good, one with fire." Yes.
Thank goodness. And I will throw those 2 pieces of sticks back into the fire. And then I will go take my position again.
Good for you. At least you didn't get freaking broken.
Walks over to
I'm
Corfell.
not salty.
Points. What use?
She's Hunter.
What wrong
Wait, no.
with stomach?
I'm sorry, what?
What wrong with stomach?
Corfell, he's asking what's wrong with your stomach.
Tell him I'm protecting my young.
Wait, what?
Do you say that out loud, Maxwell?
Yes.
Your reaction, he does look and kind of squints his eyes, looks back to you, Cinder, and to Corfell.
She's protecting her young.
Do you say it like that? Are you laughing? Okay.
No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious.
Okay, how you doing it?
She's protecting her young.
Kind of moves his head slowly. Kind of like a velociraptor in wood, you know, when they turn their head.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't break eye contact. It's a very steely determination.
Cinder, make a deception check.
Oh God.
Is this what you meant whenever you said I was the father?
You're the only obvious male in the group.
You're the
Shots
alpha male.
Yes, because the father of my supposed children is a 13-year-old.
Yep.
That's fair.
No thanks.
He walks over to you. You hear as one of the females kind of come up. You can see them wearing kind of like a broad, very loose-skinned tunic in a way. It's kind of just tied with like some rope. Points to you, and you can tell it's female just because of their size is a little bit more ominous. The colors. Walks over, pulls the rod out from the back of you, and lifts you up and gestures you to follow them towards one of the tents.
They're gonna give you a pregnancy test.
I'm aware.
And you walk off, and they open the tent. Well, only one actually goes with you. Only the female actually follows you. The rest of them, like some of the scouts begin to follow, and she just waves them off.
Okay.
And walks with
I
you.
would.
Yes.
I don't know if this will work on the lizard folk, but I would like to use my primeval awareness to try and convey, like, before we started traveling, a wise woman told me I was pregnant. I just want to protect them if it's true. Like, I'm just trying to, like, sign language.
That
to the
is
gods.
really stretching that. Oh, that's
If it
such
can't
a
be done, it
stretch.
can't be done. And you tell me to what degree it can be done, but that's what I'm trying
But
to
I
communicate.
like it.
Mm.
So make.
I try.
No, they're already gone. This is like them in the tent.
But I specifically am very aware to tell them that, like, I was told, and it's just a precaution. If you find out I'm not, fine.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do because I like the thought process.
Okay.
Make this with disadvantage, and you're going to
Okay.
make a Constitution check because it's your
Okay.
body trying to convey what you're trying to say, and that's a lot. Now, depending on what you roll, depending on how it comes out.
Okay. Yeah, I love the fact that as soon as we get into the tent, I start trying to vibe with this lizard folk.
Yeah, you're really trying to vibe. Like, you're stretching the hell out of it, but I love it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Has anybody seen that Bridget Jones scenes when she's like abroad and she's in a pharmacy and she's like, maybe like this,
13.
maybe
Oh,
like
what
this?
about a natural 20? That sucks.
Mm,
13?
I'll deal with it. But 13's pretty decent. I'll take that.
Okay. I'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna stew on that a little bit.
It
rest
helps
of
that
you-
I am biologically female. There is actually, like...
Yes, they would notice that. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you'll have to message me on what the biological things are. So the rest of you, as Corfel leaves, he looks to be like, one with child must be taken care of. You should tell Tinnis not to walk for so long. More rest would have been given.
At least they're
My
considerate.
apologies. In a more dumbed down way, I should say my sorrow. He's a little angry at you for not telling him.
Cinder just nods and goes, I'm very sorry. We
Points-
didn't know either.
Points to you. What do you do?
Magic.
What is
Bring
magic?
Ah!
Translator!
just yells
Translator!
out. You speak of words that do not exist.
Also, you have fire powers.
Yeah, but the cantrips don't work without the amulet.
No, I just told Ermin this. If it's only vocal, you can do. If there's no material and there's no somatic, if it's just vocal, which is just the V, you can do it.
Is a
But-
cantrip vocal?
You have to look. What are the components of it?
Hold on.
It will tell you components. It will have a SM
Oh, yeah.
and C. No,
It's-
SMV.
It's a V, it's V and S.
Then you can't do it. If it's just V, you can do it.
So I can do it.
You cannot.
I cannot. Okay.
You can only do it if it's just vocal, which is V.
So Cinder goes, you have an amulet of mine. It controls what you want to see. If you give it to me, I'll give it right back. I'm able to show you.
He gestures
it
to one
is.
of the lizard folk to like kind of bring your belongings as he kind of brushes through the one that's yours. He holds up your amulet and does he like looks for confirmation.
Yes. Yes.
Just as one of the lizard folk come over and puts over the neck. How? So now it's on one of his men, as he's not to put it on himself, as he believes it's a trick.
It only works for the owner.
You believe me, stupid. Put club in one hand, give club to another. It works the same.
No, it doesn't. It's not like that.
Points over to Aspen. All he does is cute.
I look up at you with wide eyes, like, is he gonna fucking hit me again?
And Cinder looks over. Aspen, I know you've had it tough already, but we need to remember what Corafel said to treat him like royalty. Please, I need you to act cute.
Maxwell's just gonna look and
He
turn
looks
to
at
Cinder.
he like raises an eyebrow, and like this is the time Aspen's ever like spoken clearly, and he's like, "How the fuck am I supposed to act cute?"
Aspen,
As you
Aspen.
yell this, they all like back up and look at you. Not cute,
so-
scary. As you hear some of them say.
And Cinder just goes, Aspen, please, if you know how to purr. You act like a cat.
He just looks at you like,
Aspen, just do it!
oh my god. Okay,
Roll a cuteness check. I mean, what?
You look quiet.
What are you doing?
Become
Okay,
a Neko cat.
I guess I would like try to like dilate my eyes, I guess.
Okay.
Like, and try to like
Puss in
sway
Boots
my
style.
tail and smile
Puss in Boots
without
right now, aren't you?
my what?
You're doing Puss in Boots right now, aren't you?
Yes, and smile without my teeth,
And I'm sorry,
like without my canine teeth.
because you look like an absolute monster to them.
Yes, I know.
Roll a
Oh,
charisma
no.
check with disadvantage.
I don't have any fucking charisma. I'm gonna die. I can do other things besides be cute. Thank you very much.
I just
Then
like
what
how
are
they made
they?
you the cute one instead of like Max or Aramin or one of the, you know what I mean?
I can fucking hunt.
An 8.
I was gonna say, you could have said, like, he's the bodyguard, he's the muscle, he's the fighter.
There's so many
The
other
scarves
things.
would have made sense.
Mhm.
Cinder also speaks out quickly. He can also be a bodyguard. You need protection. He's willing to protect.
I'll let that metagame slide because you need it.
Sorry.
Thank you, because someone decided to speak too fast.
So yeah, your cuteness, they all kind of look at you, and one kind of grabs a blanket and begins to like put it over you, and the chief's like, nah, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Oh, but I want a blanket. I just pout as he takes it away.
Roll another charisma check because of you pouting. Do that
Wait.
straight. Do that.
Oh, God.
I just start crying.
Yeah, I'm sorry, demon tears. Yeah, it ain't the cutest thing. My apologies, even though I think that would be a.
No, it's fine. I just want something to cover me up, and I was split second.
Can we just have it canon now that Aspen is a really ugly crier?
It's canon now. If people want to do artwork of it, let's have it. The chieftain shakes his head. Also fight, you said?
Wait, what did you say?
Also fight, use his head.
Cinder goes, he wants to know if you can fight using your head.
He kind of just like gives you a look, like, what do you think?
Aspen, just give her an answer.
He kind of like rolls his eyes and he's like, no. Like, no.
He can. His horns are for decoration.
I'm so wanting to give you inspiration just because of the BS you're pulling out of your ass. It's, oh my god.
It's beautiful.
This is so
I'm gonna
bad.
bang my
I love
head into
it.
Be cute. Can't be cute. Can you write?
Decorations, you can take them off.
It's decoration.
I can fight with a sword.
Aspen, one of the scouts come up behind you, lifts you up, and like cuts you from your binds, and then kind of pulls you over to in front of the group, and puts its fists up.
Ooh.
Not that kind of fight! Not that kind of fight!
You got this, Aspen.
From
You
the
see-
pit in the back, you just do your best, buddy.
You see Aspen pinch the bridge of his nose. He's like, I swear to fucking God.
Go for the nuts. I think it's a male.
It does look like
I'll
a male.
prepare healing spells. I'll prepare the healing spells.
I have to put in an unarmed strike. I haven't done that yet.
Do you want me to do it real fast for you?
That would be
It's just
absolutely fantastic.
Got it.
Strength.
Oh, it's literally, yeah, it's a, just go ahead, when you click on your
Okay.
strength check, it's that. Not strength
Okay.
save, strength check.
Okay. Do I get proficiency because I was taught how to street fight?
I'm gonna say no, because that's a specific,
Okay.
well, it's a specific class ability, and I say you haven't needed to do that for a while, so you're rusty, so no.
Okay.
So,
Aspen kind of just like, he sighs,
roll initiative.
so, like, puff himself up.
Okay, roll initiative.
Suddenly, and softly, Cinder goes, "I'm so sorry, Aspen."
Yeah, thanks.
Please tell me they say that out loud.
Yes.
Yes!
We really need to work on your communication skills.
That,
Okay.
why?
How
Hello?
many?
You're first.
How many initiatives?
Just the one.
I
just
clicked
those
it
two.
once.
Oh, holy. Okay.
I
Actually, yell
clicked it once.
You still first.
Oh
You
my
have the
God.
first roll. So go ahead and roll your attack.
All right. I'm aiming square for the throat.
Okay, roll an attack. Oh!
Wow.
Okay.
Nuts. You should have been the
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, throat. It is. Dang. Okay.
I really hope I don't kill them though. That would be bad.
Oh, trust me. One lizard focus challenge rating 3. You're fine.
Okay.
He'll probably make me heal it after.
You're really off on your challenge ratings there, Corfel.
Oh well. Shit, man.
Okay, yeah, so you go up, and because it's a natural 20, you do double damage, which is 8 damage, because your strength modifier is 4.
Yeah.
+1.
Plus the 1.
Oh, plus the 1. That's right.
Yep.
So, 9.
9 damage.
You just kind of, as you guys are getting ready, it kind of looks at you like you're small, and with that, you kind of go like under, like you kind of like do a dodge for the face, go under, and then go for like an uppercut, switch around, and actually like elbow into the back of his throat. Or back of his throat.
Yeah.
Directly into his throat. And you hear, as you just see him spitting out blood already right away, and you do feel a piece of something broken in its throat, or its chest, or something snapped.
Oh, now I feel bad.
As you did, it kind of like, it goes over and actually opens its mouth, and is going to try to bite you.
Oh shit.
Bitch, you're fucking dying!
Cinder, tell him to stop and I'll heal. Tell him to
Your
stop and I'll
armor
heal.
is 12, right? Your AC right now is 12?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be 13.
Ugh.
Cinder, tell them to stop and I will heal them both.
You take
Doesn't
6
matter,
points
he
of
just-
piercing damage.
Oh, thank God.
Cinder speaks up. If you like,
A hand just points out and just kind of like tells you to shush. And they're watching this fight.
He's gonna yell back to the tent that Asabel went into. Our son's got into a fist fight, and I think he's winning.
Aspen, you're up.
Okay. What I am gonna do is... Where is it? No. Where is my menacing attack?
Cinder?
You have a menacing attack? Or you
I
mean hellish
tried.
rebuke?
Like,
But I tried. They wouldn't listen.
since
Do not
I'm
command.
a level 3 fighter, you get to pick the...
Oh, okay, you're a battle master, correct?
Yeah.
And you put your stuff on your sheet, right?
Yeah, I wrote it down and everything.
Okay.
It's disarming attack, sweeping attack, and that one.
Menacing attack. Okay. So go ahead. When you click on the little when you hover over them, you'll see a little like chat box symbol, like the little.
Oui.
Click on that, and it'll send it to the chat, so you can read it. So anytime you want to do one, you just click on that. You were doing the menacing one, right? Okay.
Yes, because I would like to scare them.
When you hit a creature
Oh,
with
it's a weapon. Never
attack,
mind.
which part of me says an unarmed attack is a weapon attack.
If
Like,
that depends all on you.
Pick up a
yeah,
rock.
for right now, yes, but you have to do that on your next attack. You have to say this before you actually attack.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So go. Wait, let me double read it though.
I mean, to be fair, this is before their next
You
attack.
can
They haven't hit.
Yeah,
They haven't
no.
rolled a hit yet.
I know, but I thought they were wanting to add it to their other one.
No.
It also specifies when you hit a creature, so you don't have to tell me. You can basically say with this one, it just says when you hit. You can say I also want to do this.
Okay.
It specifies that.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and roll your attack. Strength check. 14
That's not as good.
does not hit. So as you go for this time, you try to go for like an uppercut. It backs up and like smacks it away with its tail as it spins around.
Ooh.
Is there anything else you're gonna do? Because I know you only have one attack so far.
What can you do as a freaking bonus action when you can't fight with your weapons?
Action surge.
You have your action surge. You have your superiority. You have your
Second wind.
second wind.
Second wind.
Okay. I'll do action surge.
Okay, go ahead and roll another attack.
Please hit this time. Fuck
And
you!
with that one, as you miss, you go back for another cut. As you remember what your old teammates used to teach you, if you miss once going for a second hit, they're usually not expecting that. But as soon as you do that, boom, the image of them again with a big giant ripping a hole from the wall, and then the note enters your mind, and you just you hold back just that enough for it to go in for its attacks, and it's going to attempt to bite your hand.
Great.
That's going to be a non-natural 20 to hit.
Fucking Christ. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. I did this disclaimer earlier. You're fine. That's gonna be 3 points of piercing damage done to you.
Oh, thank.
It's your turn again.
Oh, okay.
As it like nips your arm and you pull away just quick enough for it just to get like a bit of the teeth to dig in, and that's it. It's still
How far away are
choking.
they?
They're about like 5-7 feet in front of you. Not far at all.
Okay, I'm casting Healing Word at 2nd level for Aspen.
Okay. So go ahead and roll it. Okay, you heal 7. As you do, 2 of the lizard folk jump on top of you as your arcane energy kind of reaches out and starts to heal his wounds as they seal. And since they've pointed out you were the healer, they grab you and start gagging you again, and then hold your arms down and your mouth closed. And you hear him kind of growling at you. Just...
I swear my arms are already still behind my back.
They are, but you're like being tackled and held now, and like hands over mouth, making sure you cannot move with a blade to your neck. Aspen, it's your turn.
Okay, as soon as I see this probably isn't going to help, but I want to try to do an intimidation check. That's okay with you.
How are you trying to intimidate them?
I'm gonna like puff myself up. I'm gonna like growl at them and bare my teeth.
Okay. It's
Sorry,
go
just a
ahead.
quick thing. So they're literally holding me.
Yes, they're holding you, hands over mouth and eyes. Like, they don't know how you're doing this magic, so they're doing everything possible to hold you and to make you immovable.
So technically, because I'm guessing the somatic part is me having to go out and touch somebody,
Yeah.
I can do inflict wounds.
If your hand was able to touch them, I will say this, because people are always like, I can move my finger, I can do somatic. It's magic, you have to do, like, the symbol, like, Doctor Strange?
Yes.
It's somatic like that.
Oh, okay, no, then scratch that, I can't do
Maybe
anything.
not that big, but I've never liked the fact of, oh, I can move my pinky finger, I can do somatic. I'm like, no, you can't.
No, that's a bit too OP.
Yes. So it's,
Okay.
when it comes to somatic, you have to do the symbols.
Then no, I can't do anything, so I'll leave it.
Okay.
You're fine.
What are you doing? Alright, go ahead and roll your intimidation check there, Aspen. I will say, you may look scary to them, but they're very primitive, so it's going to be a high DC.
Nope.
You attempt to do this, and it just looks at you, and in that brief moment that you're trying to do this, it's just going to go in for a punch.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's the strength modifier? It misses with a 10.
Yeah, bitch.
And you're able to duck out, but you realize that's not going to work. You're up.
Alright, I'm gonna punch him in the middle of the chest.
Okay, go roll your attack. Oh, that definitely hits. That's giving me another 5 damage.
Just try to wind him as much as possible.
Okay, you go over and you kind of fake him out, and you actually hit him right behind where the kidney is. You hit that.
Yeah.
You see him kind of like where a normal kidney would be, and you feel like it's not as fleshy as normal. You still feel like the heavy, like the thick lizard flesh, but you do feel it do some damage to him. He's going to go in and try to bite you again.
He's looking bloody.
He's not looking too great. He's definitely bloodied.
Is Aspen looking bloody?
Aspen, you bloodied.
Not too bad. Definitely not too
5
bad.
points of piercing damage.
Cinder's gonna try and speak up again. Please stop the fight. We don't want anyone getting hurt than they already are.
He will turn to you and grab you by your shirt or like your underwear shirt, whatever you want to make it. I don't give a shit. It's just gonna grab you and lift you up and goes, "Must prove can fight. Keep mouth shut, or you will fight next. A fear of magic I do not." And throws you back down.
Sorry, Ash, a quick thing.
Yeah.
I've just remembered this. I
Okay.
don't know if it's added on or not, or if I just have to, like...
Your healing
Say it.
spells are more effective when you use a spell slot first level high to restore hit points, so the creature regains additional hit points.
Yes.
Why have you not been doing this?
I just remembered now, please don't...
So
yeah.
for future
You're a
reference...
life
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they've been doing this. For future reference, be adding that on. Be like, oh, also you take extra 3 or 4. Like, you're a life
Oh,
cleric.
technically, an extra... 8?
Because you forgot, we're not doing it. That's on you.
Oh,
You gotta
sorry.
remember these
Don't
things.
worry. I'm not looking too bad.
So, with that, it's going to attempt to bite you again. And that's going to miss as it goes to clamp. It, like, you kind of back up slightly and it clamps directly in front of you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna punch it in the eye.
Okay, go for a roll on attack.
Full fucking eyeball.
Oh, dang, why is it with your 21s today? Jeez. With your curiosity of what's been going on and being called cute and not knowing how, and Cinder just trying to give you the frustration. You just you go for a punch, but instead you bring it down to a hammer fist and you just hit it right into its eye socket.
Yeah,
You instantly
get
feel
fucked.
something and pop.
Oh, I broke his orbital.
His eye is now just gushing blood as here. As just it screeches out as blood is just covering your hand right now.
I just shake it off. I just shake it off.
And it's gonna rub its eye. I only see you give another round of free of tax because it's stunned right now. But I'll say this: while this is happening, as you after you hit it and you're about to go in for another one, something falls directly in front of you. As you look down, you see the chief has thrown in a spear in the center of you two.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, easy enough. You're able because it's stunned right now. You can go ahead and grab it. Are you going to use it?
I'm gonna hit it with the blunt end.
You're going to hit it with the blunt. Okay, okay. So go ahead and roll a strength check, and we'll add 2.
Because I don't want to outright kill him.
I mean, you could just use the spear and then call non-lethal damage, so you actually are using the spear.
It's
can do that?
it'll be the same amount of damage. I'll just say you're doing non-lethal.
Okay.
You okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and roll them. 14 plus 2 because you're proficient with these weapons. Yeah, that's 16. That does hit. Go ahead and roll a d8 plus 4.
All right, hold on. D8 plus 4.
12 points of
That's
damage.
max damage.
Yeah. Whew. How do you want to do this?
I just want to. I don't want to kill him. I want to knock him on. If that's a thing. I just want to hit him upside the head.
Okay. You do a quick fury of spins. You swing around right to the side of his neck where the muscles be on human to kind of knock him out. And just out cold falls straight down to the ground.
I'm just gonna clap.
And all the other, you start hearing spears slamming against the ground, them hitting like leather shields, of them kind of like cheering on of like that you won the fight.
And I just look over and I'm like, I gesture to the lizard guy like, medical help?
The chieftain will walk over to you and put his large lizard, like long nailed, scaled hand out for the weapon that you have in your hand.
I like turn it to the side so it's like horizontal, and I put it in his hand.
As you go to put his hand, he grasps it around your hand, spins it, and forces your hand into the spear into the body with your hand. Goes in and goes, North knee. Where it says, which, Cinder, you translate to, those who fall must die.
And
You just see like Aspen's
Cinder will
face
translate
is
that.
completely like void of emotion, but you see his ears go down. Like he's trying not to show how upset he is, but you see his ears go down.
And he takes the spear. Do you take your place again?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Do you take your place back in the line where you once were when you were tied up? With the
yeah.
rest? Okay.
I just go over and I sit down, like cross-legged, with my hands in my lap.
Okay. A few of the scouts come over and pick up the body and begin to drag it into one of the huts.
Oh, I feel so bad.
You're a fighter. You're meant to kill people. Come on.
Yeah, but like...
You're fine. You whooped his ass. Damn.
Sorry, did I see that?
Yeah, everybody saw that, but Corfel.
Okay.
Just gonna yell
Am
back
I-
to Ted.
Is my
Our
mouth
son
still
won.
being covered?
Say that again?
Is my mouth still covered? And my eyes?
After this, you were kind of released, but you can tell you're being warned if you do anything again without being asked. There's gonna be blades.
Oh, okay.
He kind of looks at all of you. Good. We will eat later. Ah! And it says, tie him to the tree! And walks off. You guys are all picked up, retied, and tied around one of the large trees. Garfell.
Are our hands and feet still tied, or are we just like tied around the midriff?
Like, you're how you're originally tied, and now tied by that to the tree.
Great.
Oh, great.
So you can still speak, but they are not taking any precautions, especially with this new word magic. Corfel. As you kind of heard the chattering outside and whatnot, there's really no talking between you two.
Yeah.
As it's a little bit harder to communicate between the two of you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to stick to like what would be like the obvious common hand gestures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the universal, like, point, go, stay, that kind of thing, and trying to use my primeval awareness to the best of my ability.
And you're realizing it's more or less your hand signals are doing more than your primeval awareness.
Yeah, but I'm still keep it up
That's fine.
because, you know.
Yeah, just making you aware. But while you're in there, they do begin to kind of like grind up some herbs and leaves, puts like some water with some other like kind of darker liquid, and begins to kind of make a fine like kind of soup in a way, and just kind of holds it out to you and kind of gestures to drink.
And I do. Yeah, I don't even hesitate. I just take it.
It's the texture of molasses with the taste of I'm trying to think of something with the taste of like matcha and very unrefined sand.
Ooh.
Okay. It's probably not the worst thing I've eaten. So, yeah, sure.
Definitely not the worst. It's just a very thick, sticky texture, which it once wasn't. But with the mixture that she made, you can. It's just weird. And she kind of just sits and watches you, and you can see the gestures of kind of like from head to mouth to heart, and then kind of like hands out to you. And you're gonna incorporate however you wish.
Head, okay, head, mouth, heart, and then hands out.
Like hands out to you.
I make the facial expression that probably everyone has done when they eat foreign food, where it's like, this is pretty good.
A smile creeps like and kind of shakes the head. It's like, I know you don't like it.
And I just kind of give the so-so like hand gesture. It's like, meh.
And just kind of gestures you to the stomach and kind of rubs it, and then like arms strong.
And I give her a smile at that, and I gesture with the bowl, like, does she want this back?
Kind of like puts hands out and like pushes away towards you.
Okay, I keep the bowl then, and I sip away until the bowl is finished.
And the feet now being kind of extra close to one of the females. The reptile skin is still as strong as the other. You can still see the thickness of it and the strength behind it, but it's smoother and very refined. It has a nice kind of like, not like a glitter shine, but just a little bit more of a glistening to it. It's like it's more polished.
Okay.
The clothing itself does cover up the torso and the legs and whatnot, and kind of a hole for the tail. It's a little bit more refined of the sewing of like kind of leather ties and whatnot. The nails are longer but smooth. It's just everything's just a bit more feminine, but in a stronger way, if that makes sense. In a more primal, strong, primitive way, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the movement is less like raptor-like, and more as in like kind of the chameleon bearded dragon sort of way of just very smooth movements, and more of an enlightened essence to her.
Okay, yeah.
At least she's nice.
And she kind of comes over to you. How tall are you?
I am 5'10".
5'10". Okay. She's about 6'4". She's very tall for bigger than most of the males. Kind of comes over to you and points to her hand and then to stomach. Like
Okay.
Your stomach. Her hand to your stomach.
Yeah, I nod. Yeah,
And she'll put her hand there and kind of feel around a bit if you wish. And kind of just.
I kind of make the gesture of like it's small. Like it's so small. Like it's young. I don't know how else to do that other than making the small hand symbols.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. She kind of just looks at you and nods her head, and you can see there's a little disbelief, but at the same time, no judgment in the eyes. And the eyes themselves, with the other ones, are very bright, like yellow. Hers are more of a divine purple.
Okay.
And you hear a voice kind of go, Neith, and points to south.
Give him a smile. Point to self. Marielle.
Kind of nods its head. Closes its eyes and kind of nods to you. By this point, one of the scouts comes in and kind of looks over her, and you hear some exchanging of words. And it does appear to be in a negative manner, but nor rushed. And you can see the scout is giving her much more respect. And very kind of stern and kind of lowers head a little bit. And she just gestures for you to like go with them.
And I nod, but I put my hand on her arm and just give her a gesture of like 1 second, wait.
She waits and looks at you.
And I do my face step ability. I don't go far, but it's like literally like the other side of the tent. And she watches me like phase out and then phase back in.
Did you take her with you?
No.
Okay. The scout instantly spear up and ready, and her hand kind of just goes up. She nods, but does a finger of left to right with her wrist motion.
And
it is surprising to her. Like she's just you can see the excitement and the nervousness, but she's containing it all. And then gestures for you to go with the scout again.
And as I'm leaving, I just say, magic. And then leave.
Me!
As you head in, you go, Maguk. Maguk. And you see she's trying to pronounce it.
Aww. That's so endearing. What the fuck?
As you are walked out, you see your friends begin tied around the tree, and Corfel has come, and you are also tied around the tree, but a little bit more comfortably than the rest of them.
Yay!
The rod's not behind you. There's nothing around your gut, but around your legs and your upper torso.
Next time we get captured, we should all say that.
I got a baby. Maxwell, you got a baby. I mean, you got a baby.
I just told them that we were gods, honestly speaking.
No, because then we'd have to prove it.
They don't know what magic is!
Are you guys having this conversation right here?
Yes.
Cinder still hasn't been able to prove she has magic, but okay.
So, you guys are at your own devices. What do you wish to say or do? Corfel and heard none of that.
Cinder, if anyone asks, my name is Marielle.
Marielle?
Yes.
If anyone asks, my name is Fuck You. And Ashton just like pouts and is like, my ankle.
Your ankle does feel a lot better from the healing. I will say that. Like, it's healed.
I have to say...
Still.
Cinder just nods and goes, okay, Marielle.
I have to say though, Aspen, you did fantastic in that fist fight.
You just hear a low, like, grumble of thanks while Aspen kind of has... His cheeks are a little hot. He's kind of embarrassed.
Do you need any more healing?
He, like, shakes his head.
Are you sure?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I kind of look to Corfel and, like, tilt my head.
She felt my stomach and obviously felt nothing there. So tomorrow I'm going to be putting on theatrics and thinking I have a miscarriage.
Aspen's eyes kind of widen.
Okay, I could technically try to help with the fact that, you know, they're weird lizard things, and we're obviously human and orphan, and because I've done midwife work before, maybe I can help in that way. Just we need someone to translate and communicate better.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying. I've never been in a situation like this before.
Aspen just quietly grumbles, not cute.
Aspen,
You kinda are.
you're adorable.
He gives you
But
a
that's
death glare.
great. No, but you don't realize how much of an advantage this gives you.
Look at your
look,
father.
you can look cute, and they come in closer, and then BAM! Suck them in the jaw.
He kind of just gives you a really look, like his eyebrows raised, like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cinder, can you ask if they found a book?
Do you think they're gonna know what a book is?
They could do.
God, I hate my fucking life.
Who's dying in the background?
That is my mother.
Okay, so we're just like, is everybody okay? Like, sorry.
She has allergies, so
Jeez, that sucks.
she coughs a lot. She's alright.
Good.
I'm gonna mute, hold on.
Bless you.
The rest of you continue if you wish.
What are we gonna do now?
Is Hart here?
I'm sorry?
Is Miss Hart here?
You have not seen her.
Where did she go?
As soon as you got to the camp, she was kind of moved to a different area.
Oh dear God, we're gonna be eating Miss Hart for dinner.
Don't say such things.
Well, where else is she?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
And you can see that Cinder's you can see that Cinder's holding back tears.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
And she's
Aspen just starts, like, sort of freaking out, like, oh god, oh god, oh.
Oh my God!
Like Cinder's trying really hard not to cry, and you can kind of hear it in her voice when she answers. She's going, "I don't know where Miss Hart is.
By this time
I
you hear
don't know either."
like something sinking into it. It sounds like flesh.
Can I look around, please?
It could have been the fish. You guys, it can be the fish. There was a
Can I
fish.
look around?
You can look around, make a perception.
Yes, perception. Perception. Don't kill Miss Hart, please. Damn it.
Cinder, you're kind of just being hysterical, like your normal self. And you look around, and because 21 is freaking crazy, when about the fourth hut on the top left, you do see the ground begin to soak with liquid.
That's fucking blood.
From as far as you are, you cannot distinguish what type of liquid it is. All you know is
She's
it's
fucking
darkening
dead.
the ground, and you hear continual like kind of cutting, and like once in a while you hear like a saw kind of.
Guys,
The sounds of Miss Hart being stabbed are now played by Aspen's mother in the background.
guys,
I personally think you're all overreacting.
guys! Over there.
Yes.
And she'll just kind of indicate.
It's a little hard to see for most of those without dark vision because it is getting dark out by now. But in a sense of like it's getting dark just because of the trees. Like you have yet to see like a cycle of the day yet.
Kofa, what were the names? What were their names? Did they tell you anything?
Getting wet.
The equivalent of the nurse gave me her name, but that's all.
Guys, the ground's getting wet over there, and I don't know what with.
They could be going to the bathroom.
So Cinder's just going to shout out, Chief? Chief, are you around?
I literally
Chief?
just said cheese.
No, Chief!
I literally, that's what I heard, sorry.
Cheese!
dare you.
Cheese, are you around? Cheese!
You start calling out, and you wait a few moments, minutes, and nobody comes.
Oh my god.
Can I make another perception check to see, like, anything in the trees?
Sure.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Not necessarily. As you're kind of looking around, you start looking up to the trees next to you. And also, you look above you, go, "Ahaya!" And you just see an upside down, tangled up Conroy, the elderly man in a
Beautiful.
tunic, just like, "Hi!"
Aspen sighs in
What?
relief.
The hell?
Conroy!
More like what the vine, because I'm caught in a vine. So, how are all of you?
Well, we all seem to be here except for Miss Hart.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully they aren't eating her.
What?
Yeah, lizard folk eat things. They don't
I
really
said
care much
so.
what it is. How'd you all get tied up here?
Can you get us out of here?
A little, hung up on things.
We need. Okay. Well, can you
Good one.
get us our stuff back?
A little tied up right now.
Then cut yourself down.
I will! Well, first, what do you do for a living? I know you totally get it, but what do you like to do for fun?
We'd like to escape out
You
of
see Aspen
death clutches.
We like to be free.
Well, that's a really boring answer. I want something more than that. Maxwell, what do you do for fun?
I
Well,
guard
back
it.
up on the
There we
surface,
go.
I drank alcohol with my friend Yamizo.
Ooh, alcohol. I've had me alcohol in many years, many millennium.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you see the wind blows and he just starts like swaying above you, just caught up in the vines.
You wanna make a brewery? I feel like these people would love alcohol.
I feel like they would as well. They're not real talkative, as you see. They like to eat
Guys.
things, as you may be.
Guys, I am not trying to be weird or funny or anything. The ground is getting wet over there. We have a means of escape, but nothing is happening right now.
And as you say that, you see one of the lizard folk kind of comes out with a bag, and it's sopping, and like something's dripping from it as it kind of goes over to a fire, like stove over, and puts something on a stick and begins cooking. Oh,
Is the
dinner's
bag
gonna
red?
be soon. It looks like a hunk of meat.
Oh
I
god.
think it's not as fun. I think you're overreacting.
Oh, you gotta get some dinner. I remember when I used to cook dinner. It was lovely. A little bit of salt, a little bit of paprika.
Conroy, are you friends with the lizard people?
Did you forget my name, dear?
Conroy.
Hey, you remembered my name. Ah, you're such a cute one.
Conroy, are you friends with the lizard people?
You can see the wind has now begun to like spin him a little bit as he swings back and forth. It's almost dizzy for you guys. Oh, back in the day, I used to have a good one with them chaps. Oh, we would have some good throws, but they get boring after a while when you don't know much. I like people who know a thing or two, those who have gotten out, seen the world.
Conroy, we have gotten out. We have seen the world. We can tell you our adventures to get us out of here.
Tell me your adventure. I'm just hanging around right now. You seem tied up in things too.
We all met at a tavern, and we were fighting these monsters.
Ooh, what type of monsters?
They were giant frogs. And then we
Frogs
killed
or
them because they
farts?
had Frogs.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, they smell like farts sometime. What made they
And
cold?
They took our friend Miss Hart, and we followed them, and then we fell down a hole, and that's how we got here.
The devils! What be these frogs called? We'll call them frogwarts!
Frogwarts.
Frogwarts.
What be the name?
We don't know their names.
Aspen silently just goes, bullywugs.
Bullywugs! Ah, I remember the bullywugs. Them little good. Cook up a leg and you'll eat for the week.
There we go. We told you a story. Now get us out of here and get our stuff.
Let's see, what's the adventure I've had back in me day to return the favor?
Conroy, I don't care.
As you yell, Elsa, and the lizard kind of come out. Goes, yeah, cool.
Man.
You too!
Smile, just smile, everybody. Everybody smile.
You see him smile, and there's like 3 teeth.
What did he say?
You hear, shut up. Be quiet. That's essentially what it was. Oh, he goes, am I doing it right? I haven't smiled
to escape. You're drawing a lot of attention.
Oh, he's being an imbecile.
What do you expect? What do you expect? He's insane and wants good conversation. Something you're not giving him.
Conroy, please. If you get us down, you give us the stuff. We'll take you with us. We'll take you on a real adventure.
He thinks. Agreed! But first, I will give you some information in return. It's only fair!
Okay.
Let me think. He begins, you see him like trying to feel his chin even though his arms are tied by his side. But he's like acting like this, like, feel the beard that I cannot feel right now. Imagine my hand right here. Right there, like, right there. And he like kind of points his chin up. Ah, yes! Do you know how to escape?
We're trying.
No, not from the ropes, but from here! And like, gestures to the area around you, like, the area.
No, how?
If we knew, we would be out of here now.
Up.
The one talks!
Ashton kind of just sneers at him.
This is a kiss mark to you.
Proud to be untext.
There are 2 ways! One way through me, one way through them. Actually, 3 ways.
Conroy, how do we escape?
1! You steal a thing for me.
From you?
For me. 2! You steal a
What do you
thing
want us to steal?
from the lizard folk. Or 3! You do the lizard folk task and you be set free. And yet free is not free if you do not know how to leave.
You speak in riddles.
I speak in rhymes!
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the big female bone that they were carrying?
No! I want you to steal. Get real close here now. Why are none of you moving?
He wants us to steal the stuff.
I would love to get closer, but this is as far as I can go.
I'll go closer to you! Shakes a little bit and the vine like snaps and like slams down to like where you're just a few inches above you.
Ah, wonderful.
I wish for you to steal an egg.
An egg?
An egg.
Any specific egg?
Oh, yes, I do, matey. I remember the days of me pirate. Can you hear the pirate sound coming from my voice?
You used to be a pirate.
That I did, matey. Used to be a captain of a ship. I mean, I wanted to be a captain. I was more of a first mate. Maybe not first mate, but I was more of a cabin boy.
What was the ship's name?
Ship's name was Paprika.
Ashton
love
just
our
starts
spices.
banging his head again.
You were a swamp hand, weren't you?
I was, no, yes. Anyhow, the second thing you could steal. 1, if you steal the egg, I get you out personally. 2, you steal from the lizard folk. You can make a big bang and escape yourself. But that may be harder. Or 3, you find a way to escape yourself and you do the lizard folk task. But beware, you want to eat the dinner, but you might not want to know what the dinner is. But that is your choice. And with that, oh, here comes dinner. And you all look. Oh no. Don't bite me, girl. I don't like that. Sorry, my cat almost bit me again.
Be nice.
As you all kind of look forward, you see the smoking of what appears to be meat and like kind of like rocks being placed in logs to be sat down, and you look back up, and Conroy is no longer there. It's just an empty vine.
I actually love this boy.
I do too. So, you guys are brought. One of the lizard folk unties you and leaves you kind of the way you are tied right now, but unties you from the tree itself, and you guys are led over to. I feel so bad for your mom. Damn.
Yeah, she does this every day.
I feel really bad. But you're brought over to a fire and kind of sat down on a few logs, and you are all untied. You are then put hands in front of you, and your wrists are retied together, but you still have a little bit of your fingers. So if you need to eat, as one of the lizard kind of comes over, you see large chunks of meat. I mean, large chunks of meat on a stick. Kind of come over with like a big knife and like clay pots and plates, and just cut in front of you, and they all cut around you, and they give you a big thick slice of meat that's still fairly bloodied.
You see Aspen trying not to.
You see one of the scouts kind of goes over with a large pot, goes to the stream, fills it up, and walks back over and pours it into some like small thin bowls.
Cinder's stomach just like turns at the sight. Like she does not like. She's a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting night. And the when the chieftain comes out, they all stand. Do you do the same?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Stand.
Okay. You all stand up, and he comes down and he sits. And they all sit, I'm assuming you will as well.
Yep.
As you guys stand around, they wait for him to actually begin to eat. And the group starts eating. You guys are not given any utensils, as you see all of them just going in with either their knife, their claws, and begin to rip into it and eat it.
Cinder's just gonna sit there and not do anything.
I'm just gonna call her a nurse, because what else am I gonna call her? Like, is the nurse there?
She is not.
Okay.
But you do see some of the scouts bringing pieces of meat into that hut.
Okay.
I be somatic?
Somatic. I'll say yes, but it'll be very obvious in you doing it because your wrists are still balanced. You have to move like your entire arms to be able to do it. So both your arms will be moving, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, who is eating? Who is not? What is
Cinder's not eating.
Does it smell like dead body?
It smells like cooked meat.
Fuck.
Is the meat
I've
white
never
or is
smelled
it like
cooked human
red?
before, but I've smelled dead human before. So I can't really help.
The meat is essentially... the way I can describe the meat itself, it's a mixture between, like, steak, and then there's another meat that's more like turkey.
Okay.
It's
At
definitely
least it's not ham.
fish.
Because apparently ham in human flesh.
It's actually more like chicken if you watch some documentaries about certain countries. Anywho, you will see on the outside of the steak and the turkey, there does appear to be the like flesh kind of cooked still on it.
So there's flesh.
Yeah, you know, like when you cook the skin on a chicken, it's kind of like that peeling away, but a little bit thicker, like fat.
I look over. I was gonna say, I was about to say, I look over to Cinder and just like, can someone ask for them to cook the meat just a little bit longer?
Cinder, can you ask what the meat is?
Cinder looks over and goes, the one who is carrying child wants to know if you can cook the meat a little longer.
I really want to make you roll a deception check because you lied in that sentence, but I won't make you. Um,
I mean, that's how they identify me, as not really
as
lying.
of right now, yes. The chief will nod and kind of gesture to one of the men and kind of looks like he gets frustrated because he's still eating. Puts it down, grabs your meat, and sticks it on the fire.
Also, our healer would like to know what type of meat this is.
He does not answer, and he waits for about 5 minutes when the other lizard folk kind of comes over and drops your plates in front of you. The blood's still on there, but the meat itself is cooked more
And
medium.
that's all I cared about. I did not want blue steak. So then I...
Prestidigitation. What are you
Again.
doing with that prestidigitation there, Maxwell, by the way?
I'm making a fork and a knife. A small fork and a small knife. I'm just gonna start cutting
You
up.
can make stuff out. You insist on clean stone.
You can make small trinkets. It can fit in your hand.
Great, not magical trinket
If
or
I
an
could make-
illusion image. Fit in your hand, and that
So if you allow me to make a small fork and knife, I'm doing this.
He makes a spot.
Yeah, because that
But
spell is so stupid. But yeah. Okay. Sure, why not?
And like I said, Cinder still refuses to eat because she,
I know. As the meat is kind of in front of you, he kind of looks and he looks to all of you. Who's eating, by the way?
I'm
I
eating.
am.
Okay. To those of you who are not eating, looks and go, "You insult my hospitality by not eating."
I looked at Cinder.
Yeah, look to Cinder.
I'll try. So Cinder,
What did he say?
Cinder goes, yeah, because she responded with, "I'll try," and then she looks at them and says, "We insult his hospitality by not eating his food."
I just want to know what the food is.
Never.
Nay.
Here's the answer. Yeah.
Just do as you're told.
There are certain things in my religion that I can't eat. I just have to know what it is.
Sister, just do as you're told, please. I'm not happy about this either.
Aspen
so
just
you-
leans over to you. Just pretend you're eating it.
You can't really do that. I have to inspect the meat after.
Cinder literally bites into it and she gags and spits it back out and coughs, and it seems like she's like choking.
Is it the taste?
Looks to you, Aspen and Airman.
I'll take a bite as well.
Think of it this way, Airmed. It's probably one of the Jurassic lizards, and therefore that isn't covered in your religion.
Do both of you eat?
It was
Yeah, I
more like I
guess.
was scared it was person.
And Cinder keeps trying to do it, but she just keeps getting the same reaction over and over again.
And he'll get up and he will be like, "You want to know what you're eating? You met them earlier. You were with them for a bit."
Oh god.
Walks
Do you
over.
think-
That your friend is the one who prepared it tonight. Comes over and chucks the head of a lizard folk that you see is missing one eye into the center of the group.
Oh, that's okay. It's just
You see
crocodile.
Aspen
I'm
gag,
sure just
like,
you
oh,
can get more.
I'm just looking at it, not even knowing what the conversation's about. It's like, huh.
You do recognize the
No.
head though, being the
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, that's why I'm gagging.
I'm just gonna look at Aspen. Are they rewarding you?
No, I will see that. You will literally see Ermed just kind of relax and go, "Oh, it's crocodile. That's fine," and just continue to eat.
Cinder's gonna ask him and be like, we had an extra person with us. She's classified as human. Do you know
No.
where she is?
No.
You literally just said that she prepared it for.
Oh, okay.
She's not so
Never mind.
I was gonna say she's not human.
One
She's
that-
elf.
One that falls was not but useless, but is for dinner.
Do you perhaps have anything that's not meat related?
Tilts its head at you, looks to the ground, grabs a handful of dirt, and hands it to you. This is what elf eats. Looks to you, Corfel, like, do you want this?
I shake my head and carry on eating the meat.
Cinder just takes it and nods and just puts it down.
Okay. You guys eat for a few minutes to finish your food, if those who wish to choose to finish their food or not.
Yeah.
I'll eat until I am full, and depending on how big the portion is, she'll probably eat some of it.
Okay. You kind of sit there, and they're all kind of looking at you, and then the chieftain kind of looks up and goes, "You may not be worthless, so therefore you are more than meat. You will work." Kind of looks to all of you. You must
He says-
prove. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, translate.
He says we may not be worthless. We are more than meat. We're going to work for him.
Erwin, because of your past perception, you do see one of the lizard folk kind of grab something from like a pouch from it, and you recognize your book. As it attempts to try to open it, and it can't, so it just sticks its finger to it and rips the page out and begins to wipe its
Cinder!
Ahmed,
Someone over there, it has my book,
Ahmed, please calm down. I know. Calm down. They have everything of us. It's not just your book. Calm down.
The book wasn't in her pack.
Yeah, remember she lost it.
They have my book!
Yeah, but it's true. They have everything of theirs.
Yes, but you guys weren't carrying that book, so somehow they found it before they even got to you.
Cinder's gonna ask, where did you find that square object in your hands?
Points to the forest.
Wow, very descriptive.
It's mine! It's mine! I can read it to them, it's mine!
Ahmed!
I can read...
That,
I can read it,
actually-
I can translate it.
that actually belongs to us. It belongs to the healer.
You own nothing. You is ours now.
Tell them if that book is the one I think it is, it's the one that has all my information about medicinal herbs. It can help me heal.
That book is... That square object is very important to our healer. She can translate anything you want from it. She can even read it to you if you prefer.
As soon as you tell them...
What did he say?
What is read?
What did he ask? What did he say? What did he say?
He asked what is reading.
Words on pages. It's not the spoken word, but it's a word that is written down, and we read it so we know it. It's kind of like telling a story, but in a physical form instead of a verbal one.
Telling a story is reading.
Great job!
You guys could tell, even with a short sentence, everything that Erwin just said just did not come out of it. Like, that's very obvious. Just
Seriously.
whole huge sentence. Berber.
It just
Really?
looks natural.
Oh, really?
Looks
It's telling a story in a physical sense.
looks to one of his men, gestures to stand up, and you see them start doing like an interpretive dance of like a hunting.
Oh.
You guys watch this for 10 minutes because anytime you try to speak, he shushes you up and just like and gestures. Story through physical.
What did he say?
He said that was a physical story.
I didn't say physical. I said it was physically written down that you verbally say to somebody.
I love
It's a
everybody. They're
recorded
all just
version!
quiet around here. You just have Airman screaming at Cinder.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation and just make an illusionary word appear in my hand like this.
Looks to you and they're like, ooh, ah, but in lizard form.
It's a word. Say this is a word.
It just says fuck. I can't read.
Aspen starts laughing.
It just says fuck.
You see, he kind of nods and he grabs a stick, a spear, and begins to draw on the ground. And you see essentially ancient hieroglyphics, but like a lizard and whatnot. And it takes him about 5 minutes to actually get it drawn in and kind of gestures.
Sort of.
Say yes, but we have ours in books, which are pages that are bound together that tell a story. That is
A
what
page
that-
gets ripped out again as he begins to eat it.
That is what that is, but that is sacred. That could have stuff that can help me heal them.
Cinder suddenly speaks out. That book is...
Just say it's part of religion. They'll understand religion, surely.
It's part of a religion.
Ah. You worship the Winged One.
The what?
What did he
The
say?
weird one.
The winged.
Winged.
I heard weird.
No, it was English.
You worship the weird one. What?
The winged one.
What did he say?
We worship the winged one.
No, I worship the Anket.
They don't know what that is, Ahmed.
Tell them I worship a different god. A healing god.
We worship a different god that is a healing god.
He stands up. There is no other god! How dare you speak of a foul name?
Oh, way to go, Aramin. Thank you!
What did he say?
He says there is no other god!
He holds
Like
out a
there are
spear.
other lands and other peoples, there are other gods.
You just said to a primitive caveman that their god was not the only god. Well done.
Aspen shakes his head.
Very frustrated. You see he's fuming with anger right now.
We did not mean to cause offense. It's just that book means a lot to me.
Walks over to you and just grabs you by like your neck and looks at you. What does it say?
He's wondering what it says.
The book or me?
I'm loving this. I'm not giving you any insight on this at all.
The book.
Gonna
Or
die.
you.
It's...
What does it speak?
It's speaking common. It's common, it's language.
Oh my gosh!
If I could facepalm right now, I am double facepalming right now. Oh my
helps me
gosh.
to become a better
And this is
healer.
how our translator and life cleric dies.
The book helps me become a better healer.
The book, it's filled with...
I don't give a flying fuck what the fuck. I want to know what the fucking person says.
The person is saying the book is filled with different instructions
That's
on
the
how
DM
to
person,
be a healer. And Cinder's just like crying.
Sorry, DM broke down a little bit there. Sorry.
Cinder's just like sitting there. She's supposed to be
Cinder! Tell him I don't
Maybe.
mean to cause any offense. Just
Maybe wrong. Maybe only meat is worth.
Oh my god.
Cinder suddenly goes, listen, we've had a tough day. We've done everything you said. You even have royalty tied up here.
Looks to you. Raise your voice. And then all of
I'm a
them stand
princess,
up.
damn it!
Oh my lord.
Oh
You see
god.
them all stand up and start grabbing, like holding their weapons.
Wait,
dead.
wait,
Thanks,
wait,
Cinder.
sorry.
I
Wait,
put my arms around Airmid, and just pull her away slowly.
Cinder goes, wait, I'm sorry. I apologize, I shouldn't have done that. I lashed out at you. Ahmed is just really attached to that
grabs your throat and begins to choke you. You don't get out any more words. And starts to lift you up. What's your constitution modifier?
No.
What?
What is your constitution modifier? That's not your modifier. That's fine. That's 3.
Oh, 1. It's 1.
It's 1? Okay. Okay, so you can only hold this for your hold your breath for a minute. And I'm going to say it's 30 seconds because you were talking midway through that sentence. As he holds you up and just holds you there. And he's holding you there. 10 seconds. 15
Let
seconds.
her down!
And you
Let
can
her
feel,
down!
you see the are you holding her back, Maxwell?
Yes.
Are you
Just let
trying?
her down!
We
Are you
need
ju-
to think logically, right?
Ahmed.
Aspen's just silently whimpering.
Oh, I thought you were going to say laughing.
What do you think the ring is going to be?
Brings you in close to where you can see the teeth, and he just speaks and goes, "Tomorrow we have a hunt!" And he shouts it, and all of them go, "Who, who?" And they all start
What did he say?
chanting. And you are about your 25-second mark where he drops you.
Cinder gets up and she's just gonna pass out.
Cinder!
You are all instantly grabbed, re-tied up, no formalities, nothing, and you are thrown against that tree and tied. You are pretty much hog-tied against a tree. So you're hanging there. So you're pretty much like Obi-Wan, you're pretty much Luke Skywalker and C-3PO and all of them being tied up in Han Solo, but hog-tied, so you're backwards.
Dang.
Ellie, can you give another example, please? Because I don't watch
Don't know
that.
hogtied? Okay, your hands are tied to your feet behind your back, and by that you're being hung up onto a rope, like onto a stick, so you're hanging now.
Oh, Jesus.
If you guys are gonna talk to them like animals, you're gonna be tied like an animal. Is there
You
anything
just hear a low mumble of, "Somebody just killed me."
There could be a. We could arrange that.
You know, we could, and we could have you for dinner tomorrow night.
Not if we all die.
Well, your translator's passed out right now, so there's not much to say.
So is there anything else you guys wish to talk about or do?
I kind of want to
Need
healing
an
words.
escape plan.
Talk amongst yourselves. What are you gonna do?
Should I wait, Cinder?
No.
No?
No.
We need an escape plan is what we need.
I need my book.
We can get your book after, I promise. But we need to leave.
He ripped pages out of my book, guys.
And now you're starting to hear the sounds of the forest get louder. Creatures around, you hear that cooing again.
Can I chew through the bonds?
You
Like,
can't even get to your bonds. There's no way. If you can make your head go 180 and then bend your spine backwards, I would say sure.
okay. Because I didn't know if the rope would go past the shoulder or not.
What I would say is everybody look up hogtied if you don't know what that is.
Then can I try to cut it with my horns? Since they're sharp, I can saw it, like with my head, because they're pretty tall on me.
That would be creepy.
That's contortion. So I will say make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
I like your ingenuity. So
Yeah.
let's look. I
'Cause-
like it.
Most horns have like ridges, so I
Yep.
figured.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going for. 21.
Hey!
I say you're able to reach it, but as you're doing it, these are not your old. These are your old time ropes where it's just like vines and twine and just it's thick, so it's going to take you a very long time. So I'll let you make this choice. Do you want to attempt to try to cut it and not get a long rest, or are you going to focus on getting a long rest? Because the way you guys are tied, your blood's rushing to your head, so it's going to be hard to get a long rest in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of this.
Okay. So I'll say you're working on that. Is anybody else doing anything?
If I could get caught up on what's happened, that'd be great.
Oh, what happened?
Cinder's still passed out.
Big.
We're all
What was
hogtied. Aspen's trying to break out by using horns.
Okay, no,
what was the last thing you heard?
The last thing I heard was me yelling at Ahmed, saying that there's no point yelling at the.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's me. It's not my Wi-Fi. It's my Discord. It's just being weird. No, the last thing I heard was me yelling at Ahmed, telling them to not yell at the lizard folk in a language they don't understand. It's just going to make things worse.
Okay, well, it did make things worse because Cinder got choked to almost death, and you guys were all immediately basically hogtied, which I just sent everybody what hogtied looks like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then from that
Yeah, I
rope
really
in
do.
between, you were being hung up from, so you're off the ground. You're being suspended.
Great.
So, you guys are basically, Cinder flipped out and was talking about being a noble. Ermin was being mad.
Oh no,
and-
I heard that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys basically pissed him off to where it said something to Cinder that the rest of you did not understand, and they all pretty much threw you against this tree and are suspended you at this high, and now you're hearing the very dangerous sounds of the forest and the jungle. The Aspen is trying to cut the rope with his horns. It's going to take him a very long time, if it will even get done. Okay, I'm making you very aware, because I'm telling you, your neck muscles are going to hurt being that contorted.
I don't fucking care. This is life or death.
I'm just making you aware.
I'm gonna
Is anybody else doing anything?
Do you have any ideas, Jessica?
At that I just laugh. Like you just hear me stop laughing.
Alright. Well, I'm having a good night. I hope you guys have a good night. This is gonna be fun.
I do have an idea, but I need to sleep first.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys in the morning then.
I'm sorry.
I'm aware that book is sacred to you, but when I said treat them like royalty, that also includes not yelling at the king, because usually yelling at a king means treason.
I didn't yell at him.
You raised your voice, and he had no idea what you were saying.
That was Cinder, actually.
It's both of them.
Cinder is a really bad translator.
You just
No,
figured that out.
Only one we have, so quite literally she's currently the most valuable person we have. Because last time I checked, not being able to communicate with people makes them pretty useless.
He ripped out 2 pages, guys. 2 pages.
And how many more since you haven't been there?
Oh, God.
He could have also ripped out empty pages.
God, I hope so.
And at that point, you begin to hear the
Okay, yeah, I'm sawing harder now.
as you begin to actually,
I best to go to bed.
as you feel your ropes begin to vibrate a little bit. And this happens on and off throughout the night. Which, the night itself is not night. It is still daylight. The lights have not changed, and you've yet to see a day cycle actually pass down from down here. Now, because you're hogtied, being hung upside down, and your blood's rushing through your head, Aspen, you're automatically failing this because you are not attempting to sleep.
Okay.
You have 1 level of exhaustion. Everybody else, roll a con save. And that's including the unconscious people. I need one more. Wait, can you not do it, Bestful?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Oh, that's 20! You slept like a baby. Like, the fake baby you have, damn, you slept like a baby. Maxwell, you're the only other one who takes 1 level of exhaustion.
Alright.
You have a very troublesome time sleeping like this. You're not used. You slept on some pretty uncomfortable surfaces. This is. But with that, we're gonna end tonight's game.
Oh, fuck you.
Thank you everybody who was watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you were able to stick with us through all this, I will like to point out that next week we will not have a game, as I will be at Colossicon 2019. If you will be there, absolutely awesome. I'll be actually hosting 3 panels. I'll be hosting the D&D 5e intro. I will also be doing D&D 5e under the character sheet, as well as the Black Butler Manor, as well as I'm hosting the Black Butler photo shoot. 2 panels, the Black Butler panel and the intro to D&D are happening on Friday, same as the photo shoots, and Sunday at 10 o'clock will be the under the character sheet. If you can be there, awesome. If you watch this and you're there, totally tell me what you thought. I would greatly appreciate it. Does anybody else here have anything to say or shout out to anything you guys are going through, or if you want to share your social media pages?
If you want to see some snazzy art and some cosplay, then head over to SoftVoidS on Instagram. Because that's where I post my shit.
Well, there you go. Anybody else got anything they want to say? Awesome.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll tell my Instagram. My Instagram is AlyssaRissa2011. I post cosplay, regular stuff, and whatever else I feel like.
And with that, everybody, this was D&D 5e Life's Trial by Asher Yachts and Asher Yukai. You can find me on all over social media, and other than that, I will not see you next week, but hopefully I will see you the week after. And with that, everybody, I say let up your world and keep on smiling, and thank you for watching tonight, everybody.
Bye!
Goodbye!
Bye.